Hello. So you've seen the title, seen the thumbnail, haven't you? Of course you have. That's how you get here. Yeah, okay, yeah, let's have a look. Let's open by having a look. There he is, look. Gabriel Jesus, 37 years of age, 74 caps for Brazil, and now he plays for AFC Thames. Of course he does. This is the most logical of transfers. It's been look, if you're a newcomer to the series or the channel, you might think, why has he done this? If you're an old school viewer of the channel, we're back. We are officially back. He's not very good. It's annoying. Viewers, he scored 9 goals in the top division of Brazil last season, right? He's just come off the back of that, released at the end of December. I want to know how you score 9 goals in a league campaign and still register a 5.69. I mean, I have to see it for myself. So that is because that is tough to do. There's genuine confusion here at DoctorBenjyFM. Yeah, well, an interesting career as well. Of course, went to Barcelona in the save halfway through the 20s. Yeah, then went back to Brazil. Had a little spell at Norway for 1 season. Love that. I don't know the manager if they are, but that's amazing to me. Before going back to Brazil and scoring 13 goals in 2 seasons, which I think is pretty good from the ages of 35 to 37. And now he rocks up, doesn't he? He's a slow player. That's been identified to me. Yes. The most baffling of all his attributes, though, I think we can all agree, is the fact his dribbling is 4. Just go to your save now, type in Gabriel Jesus, notice that he's got around 15 dribbling. I don't know what happened. I've got no idea. How everything else can remain quite good, but while losing physicality, his dribbling ability completely disappeared as well. I don't know if he's just so slow he can no longer dribble, but that's what we've got. He's not going to start. That'd be ridiculous. Don't be ridiculous. Now, what's been going on with the other aspects of AFC Thames, and why have you bought a player to try and distract from the fact that the form's dropped off? Pardon? How is that just... That was me saying that. Well, the reality is the form has dropped off. Last time we met then, of course, it was the games against Chesterfield and Ipswich Town, knocked out the FA Cup, and we sort of took that result as, do you know what, not too bad, before a draw against Wrexham and defeat to Fleetwood, and suddenly, December is an absolute disgrace. Shout out to Crawley Town, who laid down for me, and when I say me, I mean Philip. 4 goals in that game, you can see it there. After going 1-0 down after 2 minutes, we scored 4 second-half goals to win it 4-1. We'll take it. West Ham United then knocked us out. Oh, viewers, we should have some sort of funeral. Knocked us out of the EFL Trophy Southern Section 3rd round. Ugh. How can we continue the save now? Before back-to-back wins, which meant we won 3 in a row before the most recent defeat to Accrington Stanley. 3-0 against them. We were dominated by them. Chris Brown got himself sent off again. It's a theme, viewers. 7 tackling, 17 aggression, and yeah, this happens too much, if we're honest, viewers. Last season, he was sent off 4 times. This season, he's now been sent off the once. What about the season before that? Not even playing for me. Never sent off previously to that. So just a special thing he saved for me and Thames. That's great. I'm not sure we'll see Chris Brown again after that, because it's a theme, viewers, not a theme I enjoy. Today, then, we're going to play Crewe and Mansfield. We're at the very end of the transfer window. I'll be honest, there's not a great deal we can do in this transfer window. We do have a little bit of money on the wage budget, but there's not really been any players that have caught my eye, other than maybe the main man. Hang on, Trevor Montgomery has popped up. No, you see, he's not really going to make us any better. Other than the main man, Zealand Shannon, who actually I think is how you pronounce it, the 22-year-old American who plays at Grimsby. Yeah, I don't think... Shall we? I mean, transfer-wise, it's literally not worth it, is it? We could get him on loan. Am I going to sign Zealand? I mean, is he a good player to sign? Am I really? So for those that are unaware, we did this when am I going to use the remainder of my budget to sign Zealand? Of course I am. This is YouTube. Obviously I'm going to sign Zealand. Why wouldn't I? Who was that guy there? This Jason Phillips. I mean, he'd probably be quite a good addition. Whereas here I am, getting Zealand in. All right, we're going to play Crewe. We'll see what happens with this transfers. Of course, Gabriel Jesus on the bench now, so that's exciting. He's full named in FM, much like David Cabbage is, so it looks wonderful. Canon will be in goal for this one then. Butler, Andrews and McBride at the back with MacArthur at left back, Fitzpatrick and McKinney in the centre with Ellison, Barras, Latham, Cabbage completing the front 4. Renatinho has got a little bit of a knock at the moment, and I think Ollie's better off the bench, weirdly, so we're going to start him on the bench for this one. The interesting player really is McKinney, who we don't really talk about all that often, but he's actually quite good. So we'll see how he gets on today. Scored a screamer for me recently too. So let's see, can we do the business against a Crewe side that I think we should be beating. I forgot to show you the league table. That's professional of me. Would you like to see the league table? Of course you would. Crew, form table-wise, stand 14th. We stand 4th in the current league table, which is not too bad. As the teams walk out, then will be in our familiar red and white. And you can see there then, top of the table, but Oxford are not too far behind, and Chesterfield and Salford City keeping us honest at the top of the league. Hopefully, again, today we get ourselves the win. Crew battling for those playoff spots. So not the easiest of games, as we will encourage early on. I've got a cup of tea today, viewers. Always got a cup of tea. Never record a video without a cup of tea. It's a retro Football Manager. If you've been watching, again, if you've been watching a while, that's awkward. If you've been watching a while, you've seen this many times. It's delicious. Not the cup, the tea. All right, we've got the ball back as Andrews launches one to the left-hand side. It's a little ambitious, if you ask me. And now Mohammed picks it up, plays it into Purslow, gives it to Johnson, and the tackle comes in. MacArthur slides, and we look a little bit all over the place, if I'm being honest here, viewers. The ball's headed in on goal, and that was not the coolest of defending, if I'm being completely fair. We're going to drop it down to positive, just because I think so far we're probably rushing it a little bit too much. Our pass is completed, not the best. You can tell I use passes completed as a strong metric. I played less attacking, and we went down another percentage to decide how we get on in the game. We are very, very spread as a side right now. We've got this defensive player who is very deep comparatively to everybody else. There's not enough support at all to Cabbage, so we're going to try and fix that now in the tactics. Welcome to Tactics Talk. Without an intro for it. Okay, doesn't matter. Carry on. So the simple thing that I'm going to do to try and hopefully help Cabbage out more and more, whether that be with link-up play or just general play, is make both wingers more attacking. We're going to get Fitzpatrick off the defensive duty, sitting too deep for my liking. So we're going to come onto the supportive one. It should make us as a package now a little bit more well-connected. So, yeah, out we go for the second half. Of course, I know what you're thinking. Are you going to bring Gabriel Jesus on? No, he's here to shake hands, do autographs, and then probably leave at the end of this season or next. So don't worry about him. He's doing just fine. Barras picks up the ball, plays it forward. It's not a particularly good pass forward. Of course, Ollie on the bench is the man to come on. Cabbage so far has had a pretty quiet game. And again, we can switch up the system. We can take both wingers off, maybe, and go to that more narrow system where we play the two strikers. We've got two systems that the team know really, really well. So if one doesn't work, there's always the option to change it, which is really handy this year. That ball's drilled across. It's really well picked out as the ball's played all the way back to the right back now. Jones gets forward. Oh, it's a brilliant slide challenge. Who was that, McBride? Was it? It was McBride. Brilliant tackle from him. Personally puts the ball back in. Oh, it meant nothing. It meant absolutely was nothing. If anything, it allowed them to work the ball out wide, and it was a poor tackle, actually. I regret what I've said before now. Previous to that, I was happy, but now, no, I've got it. All right, 1-0 down, and if we've been honest, we've not seen anything from us, have we? We've been quite poor, and this has been a theme. Our form, as you saw in December, was not great. There's some games that we're really struggling at the moment to make a proper impact in, and when you're relying on Ollie Kalainen to score 4 goals in the game, it's not great. We'll give this a little bit longer, though. I'm not going to change it just yet. That would be me overreacting. Okay, Cabbage is coming off immediately. That was shocking. I mean, we're not having that. We're just not having it, viewers. On he comes. Phillips on. They're in on goal now. Sear as Quintana makes a great save, but Cabbage there. I won't have it, viewers. Did I say I don't want to overreact? Seconds before. We'll move on. All right, look, 74 minutes gone. Let's be honest, it's not worked out the way we wanted it to. So we're going to make a couple of changes. Renatino's going to come on. Latham's going to come off. We're going to switch to this system. Of course, Fitzpatrick's going to play the ball-winning role. And Alisson's not a natural striker. If only we had one on the... Oh, here he is. So Gabriel Jesus is going to come on. Deep lying forward support. If you make him run, well, he can't run. So here he is. Let's see. 15 minutes to go. We need a goal. As the fans from Brazil turn on their televisions, viewers, as Gabriel Jesus turns out for AFC Thames in League 2 of England. We've gone back to the top of the table. See, just bringing him on there. And are we having no highlights? I'm not going to lie. I thought there'd be at least one. Not a single... Well, that's the debut that you've seen, at least, of Gabriel Jesus. Don't get too excited about that one on the socials. He's come on, he's got a 6.6. Based on his previous season, that's a huge improvement. So I can't fault any of your performances. Oh, I can. I'm far from pleased. All right, we've got the end of the January period. Again, other than signing Zealand, we're not going to do anything else. I mean, having another good sort of defensive player in the middle is not the worst thing ever. I just wasn't expecting to sign him. Nobody ever in a transfer window. I mean, let's see if Grimsby let us have him. It's a lot of facial hair on it. Doesn't look overly like, if we're being honest, if we're being critical, doesn't look like Z. It might next episode. Might look exactly like Zealand. Might have Zealand's exact face next episode. So who knows? Somewhere, Univar is looking at me going, you won't. I know you won't. And see, for Univar's not got a face in this. So, Zealand Shannon. Oh, dear. The irony would be now if Z comes into the side and we don't win again. So he won't have saved the save. He'd have sunk it, if anything, wouldn't he? What I'm noticing, by the way, there, Thames FC are top. I mean, wow. That's a lovely bit of symmetry. If we just get League 2 up there, Thames FC, top of the Premier League. AFC Thames, top of League 2. The river is running right now, viewers. It's running wild. Not too wild. You don't want that to be a flood, do you? Rolling down the river. Bum, bum, bum. Just noticed there's no colour in the background, viewers. I'm so sorry. That's the Twitch colour. Look at the red. Isn't it vibrant? Oh, viewers, I feel alive. That whole first part of the video was colourless, and now I'm so sorry. All right, we're still top of the league. I don't know what happened. We lost the game. I can only assume then, based on what other teams did, they also lost their games. Chesterfield, Salford City. Let's take a look at this then. Salford, lost to Wrexham, not ideal, and Chesterfield drew with Notts County, so they went a little bit higher up. Oxford had a chance to capitalise on all of that and lost to Blackpool. So it's a real hot race at the top of the table where loads of teams are just rubbish, it turns out. We've got Mansfield away next, and they're 8th. We're not doing deadline day. I don't need to do deadline day. Is Zealand's coming in or isn't he? There he is! Wow! What a day to be alive. What a day. Zealand Shannon set to move on loan to AFC Thames. That is, I accept. We're paying through the nose for him. Fickle? Plays 1-2s. What else can we find out? Speaks fluent English and Spanish. Of course he bloody does. This is his real name there is Brent Ramirez. Well, we all thought we weren't sure that Zealand was a real first name, were we? But it is. So there it is. Look, Zealand Shannon. I can't remember when I nicknamed him Zealand Shannon. I know it wasn't recent. It must have been when we were sorting things out with him. It must have been. I mean, he's pretty good. All things considered, he's pretty good. Started at Aldershot. Now he's at Thames. What a life. Just been given the financial update. Not sure having Z on 10 grand a month is going to help. So we'll just move on from that. Right then, we've got an injury to Paul Ellison, which normally would suggest then that we should change things up and play the narrow system, which I'm all for. So we will do just that. Cabbage will stay in the poacher role. Ollie will come in up front next to him. Barros will play just behind as normal. We'll then play Fitzpatrick in the central role. And then McKinney on the right. I mean, I guess so, probably. We obviously now have the option of playing Zealand Shannon, who is a natural playmaker, viewers. So do we bring in our natural playmaker, Zealand Shannon? Maybe we change it from one of those Mazzalas to the deep line playmaker. We'll give it a whirl. On the left-hand side, the most obvious thing to me is to bring in Renatino. The rest of the side, then Butler at the back with Andrews, McBride. We've got MacArthur and then Canon once again in goal. It looks strong, viewers, and Gabriel Jesus is on the bench. So don't let that distract you from the football, though. All right, McKinney onto the bench as well. As here we go then. We're going to start with this attacking. Are we going to start with an attack? No, we're going to start with a... It's locked in, is it? It's locked in. We're going to start with an attacking mentality, which is what I wanted. Always double check, triple check. He wants number 8, viewers. We won't give him number 8. We'll give him 88. There he is. Look, lovely. What is this series turned into? Honestly, this is the one episode. We got to 100 and I've gone, let's just do whatever now, shall we? Let's just buy Gabriel Jesus and Zealand for what am I like? Again, if you're new, this is not normal. So it's normal. If anything, because of my restrictions in previous seasons, I was being held back. I was being tied down by, all sorts. And now, well, now look. And Z's going to be loving this. This will really boost his channel. So, and because he needs that, doesn't he? So, no. As Ollie's in, got a chance. Oh my God, it's been blocked. Ollie's still on the ball, and then he lays it back to one of their players to clear. Very good of him. All right, Mansfield 0, Thames 0. 13 minutes on the clock as Canon fires that up towards Ollie, who doesn't challenge for it and is headed back in this direction. And now Mansfield begin to come forwards as tackling their optional. As we get it cleared though, Cabbage knocks it down to Ollie, and these two up front together are an absolute menace as Cabbage finds Ollie again. Great first touch from Ollie. It didn't seem possible. A wonderful whipped shot from Ollie, and he scores. Yes, I'm calling him Ollie now, if that's not obvious, but yeah, Ollie, we love Ollie. Ollie Canon, right? That's how you say it. But we're going with just Ollie, and we love Ollie. Cabbage here. The chest control here is, yes, completely realistic. As the shot goes in, it's 1-0. Just ignore it. It's fine. All right, Jeffrey at the back for Mansfield as McBride there. Sort of almost like he punched that forward. Oh, Cabbage. Ollie's in again. Oh, my goodness me. He might score 4 again here. Ollie with a goal. Why did we not start him last game? I don't know. Well, I'll tell you why, because he's normally better off the bench. But regardless of that, 2-0 Thames, and Mansfield at the moment can't handle the 2 boys up front. It's a brilliant header, 1 at the back from McBride, who it does look like sort of powerfully punches it forward. Cabbage lays it into Ollie, and a cool finish from the fin. That could have been smoother, couldn't it? Just a cool fin would have worked. Cabbage there knocks it down to MacArthur. Fitzpatrick, we've not seen too much from Zealand yet, have we? So where is he? Come on, never mind. Ball played forward. Oh my, where are we? Where are we? Butler racing on goal. Cannon's gonna have to go big. Well, he didn't have to go that big because the finish was weak. Right, I've got this 2-0 advantage. We're going to go down to balance now. I feel like there's no... And Z got booked. I mean, seconds in. Shall we... Let's just see what he did. What did he do? I mean, I think we're all fascinated. Just pushes him in the back of the head. That's needless. Oh, don't get sent off. I mean, be sensible. Ollie's on a corner now. He's going to play it short. Barras is there. Back to Ollie, whose ball in is not the best. Z was at the back post. Doesn't happen for us. Butler with the control, though. Over to MacArthur now. As Renatino, back to MacArthur, into Cabbage, back to MacArthur once again. Oh, Cabbage in space, gotta be, it is 3-0. MacArthur and Cabbage. It was a wonderfully worked move, and it makes you wonder where this performance was in the last game, really, doesn't it? 3-0 though. Lovely. We're crushing the game, viewers. We're so good. MacArthur just lays it into the path of Cabbage, who can't really miss. Left-footed. It's an easy finish for him. And him and Ollie right now are on form. As we get towards half-time, then Thames comfortably in the lead. And it's going to be difficult to throw it away from here. Analytically, you can see the groupings there. Very, very nice. Almost diamond-like. But you can see lots of triangles everywhere. That's what we like to see. Of course, this is the system that we used last year very, very successfully. It's been one of my favourite systems to use this year on the game, really. Like, the Thames save obviously dominates my playing time on Football Manager. And I've really enjoyed using this system in the way that we operate it, of course. Those wing-backs pushing forward, the defensive player sitting that little bit deeper. And then, again, triangles. I love the triangles. If I could have 2 more players and have them sort of pushed up, then I would. I'd have 13. You can't have 13 players. But if we could have 13 players, I reckon we'd still get third. Ball out wide as Mansfield. They're not done yet. And a goal could start to swing the momentum of this game, but it's blocked off, and now Ollie picks it up, and the pace of him from these deeper areas. Cabbage plays decoy. Ollie races forward. Can he get the hat-trick? He can, under Stone, and no assists needed for that one. His 26th goal of the season. That is how good that man can be. And Philippe. Have I changed it? That didn't feel right, viewers. Ollie, that was the Pink Panther, wasn't it? Philippe. No, that is it. Sorry, viewers. That's the first time I've ever doubted myself in this series. No. Season 4 of the National League. That was... Barras racing forward now. Ball forward again. Cabbage is in. He's got to score and does. Mansfield, who were 8th, by the way, coming into this game, are being taken to the cleaners. Unbelievable. Barras here racing into space. That's what you want to see from these attacking players. And then just again slid through. Goalkeeper's positioning is all over the place. And 5-0. Blimey, this has been a statement from Thames. When we're good, we are very good. We should probably make changes here and there. I'm not sure I've seen it. Do you know what? We'll push him further forward, see if we can actually get him involved. And do you know what? I'm going to keep doing this. Ollie's got a hat-trick. On comes Gabriel Jesus for 7 minutes. Everybody, give it up. Gabriel Jesus. Right, there's no highlights again. Why, when you bring on... That's... Basically, if I'm in a lead, viewers, bring on Gabriel Jesus, the game will end almost immediately. There we are then, 5-0 winners as Ollie and Cabbage go in massive on the score sheet, and we'll take it. Look, the league campaign is back on a little bit. It seems to be anyway, after a very tricky spell. Hopefully that result there will propel us forward into future games, and hopefully we've got some of the easier teams as well coming up soon. So that should keep this run of form going. And there it is then, Thames, 65 points, closely joined by Chesterfield, who have just beaten Gillingham in their game. Oxford take advantage of dropped points from Salford City, who I assume have dropped points there. Yeah, lost to Fleetwood. Blimey, not good for them. And you can see, big news. Cabbage on form. Zealand makes his debut, and into the future we go from here then. If you enjoyed the video, of course, please do drop a like on it. If you want to see some more, make sure you subscribed. Again, thank you for everyone who's buying shirts at the moment. And the update on the Thames shirts, We'll have an update soon. Sorry, everyone. We love with care. From it's until next time. I'll see you again very, very soon. Goodbye. Does this mean I'm gonna have to send Z a shirt for